That is a stunning piece of wood. I would have never thought in a million years that that would have ended up coming out. Don't even see it very well because it's so shiny, the light's reflecting off of it. But I took that bottom. So this is the project. I'm calling it my prehistoric bowl, as you can see from the title. The reason being is because it's old, chunky and rough around the edges, just like me. So, sticky and horrible. So yes, so yeah, nothing else to say really. It's failed. No good. So I'll see you guys next week. Fresh new project, one that works. And take care. Speak to you soon, and bye for now.
Good afternoon all, hope you're all well. Thanks for coming over and joining us for yet another Sunday lunchtime live. Massive thank you to you all, continuous support. So, thanks to everybody in the chat, quite a few people in the chat. I've been watching the chat for the last 10 minutes and nice to see so many people in, so welcome and thank you very much. And some faces coming back, which is nice, especially some of the Australian guys. Nice to see you guys in the chat. I know it's a strange time for you, I think that's late at night for you guys over there, so I do appreciate you sitting up and waiting for us. So what we're doing today, we are finishing, well, two things. First thing is hashtag week. So I'll announce that further down the road. Second thing is we're going to finish off the vase that I started last week for Nick. During the week, I gave it up to 15 coats of clear coat lacquer. I've actually sanded it back this morning, so it saves a little bit of time because we're going to do the hashtag week as well. So I've sanded it back to wet. I thought I'd try something different. I normally cut it back with Yorkshire grit to get that nice finish. So what I'm actually going to do, something different, I've sanded back to 2500 grit wet and dry, and then I'm actually going to polish it back with some burnishing creams just to see how it comes out, really, more than anything. So it's a bit of trial and error. We all know the Yorkshire grit does an amazing job, but I thought I'd try something different. So that's what we're going to do, and then we're going to go on to the hashtag. So this is the piece of wood that we're going to use for the hashtag, but like I say, I'll explain a little bit more of that after we finish this piece. So while I get finishing this or starting this, hopefully Nick's finished a chocolate cake now.
No, I ain't.
No, so she's not finished the
Steve,
chocolate.
my thing's still paused. What's going on?
Oh, hang on a second. Operator error.
Look.
You know why, don't you? See that says there, that says play. There you go, look. You can skip intro and then that should come up. You
If I've lost the chat to the beginning, I'm very happy.
shouldn't have done. What's it doing now?
Oh, playing the blinking ads. 17, 7.
You should get the chat.
No, I'm on the wrong one. It says.
What's going on then? What have you done to it? Hang on a second, folks. We'll be there.
Yeah, that's better.
Right, so you've lost some of the chat. My fault. Sorry.
got me on the earworm, the special earworm with Les Fawn.
That's a good video. Right, so
Oh no, Steve's not there.
right, sorry about that, folks. I'm back. I'm back.
Right, so because he's been messing about, I've now not got the first people on the chat, but I know it was Sid's Repurposing was on first, and then
Yep.
Wood Wizardry by Colin. But anyone else, I'm sorry after that.
Yep,
So
sorry.
I'm just going to read it from where I am. So
Right, so hang on a minute. Look,
Shut
calm
up.
down. Calm down. Right.
You said I've got to do it.
Okay, she'll do it. I'll go
I've
to the
lost
lathe.
you again.
What are you doing?
Oh, flipping heck. What's going on?
You got Stuart Farini now?
Could you tell me to press that?
No, don't click anything. What have you got, Nick? What are you doing? You're back on Les Fawn again.
Well, I'm telling you something.
Right. Don't touch anything other than that bit there.
Yeah, but you vanished off the screen again.
Jesus. Right, I'll start polishing this while she's messing around. Camera. So as you can see, it's nice and smooth. Like I say, sanded up with wet and dry up to 2000 grit. So I didn't do the inside. I didn't do this rim either because I didn't want to take. Sometimes when you sand, you take the edge off, and I didn't want to do that. So like I say, it's just that the outside piece up to 2500 grip. Don't do that, please. So we're going to use some burnishing cream just to see how we get this come up. Go on and do your thing.
Oh, are you sure? I can talk now.
Yeah, if you have to.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to this madhouse. So I know, like I say, Sid's Repurposing is on, and so is Wood Wizardry by Colin. And then I'm just going to have to go from my list. So I've got Terry from TJ Turning, Copper Owl Woodturning, Lawrence, Susie Swiss Woodturner, Terry Bartlett, Woodworm Paul, Michael McEwen, Roy's the Boy, Todd at Glen Cove Woodworks. I've also got Brent Beecroft, got Woodturners by Barry, Barry's Wood Creations, the Wood Dude, Colin's got a question. He said, are these plastic chopping boards any good for making pen molds, blank molds?
Yeah, as long as I that MPD, whatever it is, the stuff that resin doesn't stick to, mate.
Sid said it's 11:30 there.
What, in the morning? At night time?
No,
Blimey.
11:30 at night, yeah. Grandpa Jim Woodturner's on. Dr. Bob's on.
Hi, Dr. Bob.
GTD Blair.
Hi, Blair.
Tipsy Turner.
Good afternoon. Is that a new name? Welcome.
Yeah, not heard them before. Ruby Claire.
Hi, Ruby. Hope your husband's okay.
Eric Winkler's on as well.
Eric. Whoops. Oh, damn. Just caught that with my nail. Right on that edge. Hopefully that'll be all right.
The chocolate cake was pretty lush, if I must say so myself.
That's good because you
yes,
made
I
it.
am cutting carrots today. Todd Puck's Extended Comedy Show. Paul Lockwood's on.
You know, I will say,
Richard.
Will say, Todd. You know, it's only her first time being being here, so she don't really.
EMGI Woodworks.
Good afternoon.
I wonder what your name is, please. Joe's on as well. Hi, Joe.
Hi, Joe. Hope you're well.
And anyone that I've missed now, please just repost in the bottom, even if it's just a letter, and I will shout you out because, like I say, this has jumped up and down, and I don't know what's going on. Dr. Bob said it's 8:08 here in Detroit and Windsor. Susie's got a question. What's the burnishing cream for? Does it just give a higher gloss than wax?
The burnishing cream is to bring it back to shiny, because obviously sanding it back, I've taken the shine off of it because it had some, where you spray over the wood, the grain swells a little bit. So what you're doing is you're raising the grain. So when you lacquer it, the lacquer won't fill the low spots, so you get a constant thickness over the high and the low spot. So when you sand it back, you're sanding it back to smooth to get that nice high shine that you want final piece. And the burnishing cream is like a real fine cutting cream. It's a bit like old-fashioned tea cuts, really fine. And the idea of it is just to really bring back the shine, and then you can put your wax over the top of it just to give it a bit of protection. When I go over lacquer, I don't put wax over the top of it. I always use a car polish. Reason being is because a car polish has got a UV protection in it, so if it's in the sunlight, it shouldn't fade the colours.
Where's Brian today?
Brian's in Belfast shopping.
We've got Keith Jarvis on.
Hi, Keith.
EMGI Woodworks name's Leo.
Hi,
Welcome,
Leo. Welcome.
And we've got a gentleman called Brian Gordy on. That's his first time here.
Oh, welcome, Brian. Hope you enjoy.
So busy week ahead then. You've got Terry.
Yep.
But your best day will be Saturday, of course.
What, because he's seeing you?
Yep, of course. Oh, I'm shattered.
Alright, so I'm using the chestnut safety cloth just to polish this off. The reason being is because I think you get a bit better finish with the safety cloth than what you do a tissue.
Bless you. No.
Very funny. See, she's on form today, ain't she, eh?
The wood dude said burnishing cream is really good to clean up plastic headlights on your on your car.
It is. So is Yorkshire Grip Microfine.
You did a video about that, didn't you?
I did.
Using the microfine on your car. Was it this car? It weren't this one, was it? It was the
No, it was a silver Discovery.
Kitey Shed is on as well.
Hi, Kitey. So as you can see, that has taken it from
did
matte.
I say Terry Bartlett? I think I did, didn't I?
That has taken it from matte to on camera. That one I want. To a high gloss. As you can see,
on as well.
Hi, Dara. You can see the high gloss on there, which is a real nice finish. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cross sand that or polish that. So go that way. So if we've got any scratch marks going that way, this will get rid of them.
Mark's got to go. He's got to go take a bowl out of the pressure pot and get one more in. Thanks, Steve. Nikki, take care and stay safe, everyone. So
see you later, Mark. Thanks for coming over.
So you're actually not going to do any. Are you doing turning today?
Yeah, I'm doing the hashtag project in a minute.
Steve Hale's on as well.
Hi, Steve. Right, so we just polish it off again.
Tipsy Turner said, "Wow, that's pretty."
Thank you.
Glyn's on. Hello all. Did someone say grit?
How you doing, Glyn? Right, so that's polished up now. And that's as far as I'm going to go with that. So as you can see, nice shine on it, nice finish. So now what we've got to do is part it without dropping it.
Everyone hold your breath.
Dun, dun, dun.
Drum roll.
So I'm going to be using the thin Robert Sorby parting tool. Put you on overhead.
You need a pair of them white gloves on to handle it.
No.
Don't know your fingerprints on it.
Oh, actually, good one you said that. I've got to put the wax on it, haven't I, before I cut apart it. Good job you said that. Where's the car polish? Here we go. So I'm going to be using this Auto Glim High Super Resin Polish. Not just ordinary polish, super polish. Small amount. Actually, better shake it first.
Woodturning by Barry said, "Is that £1,000 valve, Steve?"
I wouldn't say it's £1,000 vase.
Oh, valve probably. Yeah.
Perhaps a 900. Perhaps a £997 vase, but not £1,000 vase. So this will make it so your fingerprints don't get all over it, and also that'll, like I say, give it a coat, give it a UV protection. Just move that out of the way.
Copper output. Thank you, Nikki. Steve would be lost.
I could have done it afterwards, but it's easy to do it on the lathe, isn't it? Right. Now we'll try cutting it off. It's nice. I like that. It's very pretty. Might sell that.
Do you win? Sell the orange one.
Yellow, not orange. So when you're parting off, don't forget to put your relief cup down beside it. You see, I see so many people on Facebook or wherever saying that when they part off, their blade gets hot and it smokes. You need to leave the room for the obviously the parting tool. Oops. So there we go. There it is, all nice and shiny. So just need to clean this up. Quickly clean it up.
Trevor Reeves on.
Who, sorry?
Trevor Reed.
Oh, Trevor.
He said, good afternoon. Sorry for the late arrival. I've been rearranging my little workshop.
Don't worry about it, mate.
Douglas Mungham's on.
Hi, Douglas. How you doing?
He said, what, Steve? That has a wonderful shine, and wow, look, who did it?
I bought it. Come from the range, it did. Right, so I'm just going to put the Jacob's chuck in here.
Benjamin's on. He said he went to Sainsbury's to get one thing and forgot it.
Oh, Ben.
Sort of thing I do. Not good when you leave the kids behind.
Yeah, I know. We did have 3 kids once upon a time, but we lost one at Sainsbury's, so we've only got 2 now. Right, so let's just quickly sand this back.
It is for me, Roy. He was joking. Drizzly by Colin said, stunning. Chris Dodd said, get on the sticker. Did you know the printer? He calls you pasty abrasive wood turner. I would have said pale.
Right, turn the extraction on.
Tipsy said, damn, you make a beautiful vase.
Thank you.
Woodturning by Barry said, he didn't drop it.
Yay!
Trevor said, that looks great, Steve. Have you had lessons from Brian? Norman Greenwell's on.
Brian taught me everything he knows.
Susie said, very beautiful and stunning glossy shine.
So what I'm doing, I'm just going to sand it for now, and then what I will do is, when I finish the live, I'll just put a coat of black on the bottom of it just to finish the bottom off. Just sand it up to 400 grit.
Tommy's workshop's on.
Hi, Tommy. Nice to see everybody over. Hope everybody's had a good week.
Tommy's working on his camper van.
Oh, nice. We was looking at them this morning, weren't we?
We can dream.
Oh, we'll have one eventually when the kids are grown up and left home, and
Yeah, I'll have a mobile home then.
we can
A motorhome, rather. I'm not having a. It's got to have a toilet in it.
got to have a toilet.
I'm worried about the shower as long as it's got a toilet in it.
I'll give you a bucket.
Barry's Wood Creation said Steve looks even better in real life.
Yeah, cameras never do him justice. I must say a massive thank you to Barry. He came over the other night and brought me some wood, so massive thank you, Barry. You are a star. He treats me well. Right, what was that? That was 240, so we're going to go up to 320 now.
Peter weren't this week. You could have had some cake. Mick Dews is on.
Hi, Mick.
Afternoon, everyone. Love the vase, Steve.
Thank you very much, Mick.
Todd said that vase deserves some thumbs up, folks.
Right, so that's one more. That was 320. We're going to go up to 400.
Right, Brian Gordy said, I've been using a high-end boat polish for my penwork and it really works well.
Yeah. Good thing about boat polish is it's designed to be really hard wearing. The resin I used to use is for boats, and it is really hard wearing because obviously it gets a lot of punishment in the water.
Why have you woodsheds on?
Hi Andrew, how you doing?
Tipsy Turner said Steve looks better in real life. Trevor Reed said bucket. Surely you mean bouquet, Steve.
Right.
Eric Winkler said, Steve, beautiful vase, outstanding finish, have to go, but we'll catch later.
See you later, Eric. Have a good day. Thank you very much for coming over.
And Barry said, Nikki, cake next time, please. Roy said, have you tried any of that eucalyptus?
No, I haven't, Roy. This is the first time I've been on the lathe all week because I've had other stuff to do.
Stuff for me as well, ain't you?
Yeah, I've been doing bits and bobs, and it's just this week has just flown by. I don't know where it's all gone. Yeah, I just don't know where it's all gone.
And then the weekend goes even quicker.
Yeah, back to work tomorrow. Right, so let's just give this a bit of a buff up. Oh, not with a Scotch-Brite. I nearly picked up the Scotch-Brite then. That would have really ruined the finish on it.
Sidley61 is on.
Right, Sid, how you doing, mate? Right, so that is. Where were we? Let's put it on the back camera, actually. Put on this camera here, look. So there is the finished vase. So it's black into ruby red into flame red, and then I don't know if you can see it on the camera. Yeah, you can. We put a gold embellishing wax over it, which just enhances that black. So yeah, really nice. So I'll just finish this off. What I'll do is I'll colour this after the live, sand it back to 400. I'll just put a bit of black on it really, just to give it a bit of black finishing and just seal it. So that's all done.
Ben's got a question.
So there you go. What's that?
He said, have you considered a resin printer?
Ben,
yeah, a resin printer.
Yeah, Ben, I have looked at them, but with a resin print, there's a lot of clean out time. So when you produce your prints, you've got to wash them out and put them in a vibration chamber and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, that's a lot of messing around. And then you've got the mess of the resin and this, that, and the other. I think, to be perfectly honest, if I got the chance of getting one cheap, resin printer, 3D printer, I might have a go, just see what they're like. But to be perfectly honest, at the moment, I can't really justify purchasing one just to see what it's like, really. But if I could get one cheap enough, I'd have a play with it. Right, so hashtag week. Let's come back on camera. Turn them off. So hashtag week. As you all know, we always do a hashtag week once a month. Last month was, what was last month's? Dibbers. So last month was Dibbers. Massive thank you to everybody who took part in the hashtag week. So this month was chosen by Brian.
Not here to take the fall.
And his choice was hashtag top hat. So this is one I played around with yesterday. This
not
is
a real top hat.
No, not a real top hat. So this is one I played with yesterday just to see, give me some ideas. So all I did is this is a piece of pear wood, just basically quickly turned it, and then little red band around the top, and a top hat, not very big brim because the bit of wood weren't very big. So what I thought I'd do is something a bit bigger and chunkier.
Right, Brian Gordy's just got a question, babe. He said, this is a gorgeous piece. Since I've missed the beginning, tell the material this was made from, please.
Oh, right, okay. It's made from wood. We think it's a piece of tulip or popular. It was a real, as you can see, it was a real light wood, had no feature in it at all.
I think he meant for the vase.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, sorry. That's what I can see the hat on screen. So far behind.
Yeah, you will be. You'll be about 30 seconds behind. So the vase was turned out of a piece of popular or tulip wood. It started off looking like this. This is how it started off looking. It was a blank like that. We turned it last week to shape, coloured it, and then we coloured it with the Hampshire Sheen intrinsic colours, black, ruby red, flame red, and then gold embellishing wax over the whole thing to give that little bit of a, I don't know if you see it in there, like a gold shimmer. So yes, it's all wood, and it's like I say, it started off with a blank like that. So put that out of the way. Right, so back to the hashtag week.
Wait a second, Steve. I sold that tall extractor and bought a new one that sits under the bench. Said Roy.
Oh, well done, Roy. Well done. You have a bit more space now then, mate. Right, so this is, I don't know what wood this is. I would say it's a piece of tree. I ain't got a clue what it is. I found it chucked under the bench. So I've already marked centres. So I'm going to stub centre it.
Does the camera not work when you do it through Google?
I don't know.
On your phone?
I don't know. I'm not going to try it.
No. Okay.
But it's either going to be a piece of pear wood, because I've got a lot of wood that we got out of the orchards, Stuart's orchard. So whether it's a bit of pear wood, I'm not sure, but I don't know what it is. But we'll get it between centres. So I'm going to put it between centres. I'm going to rough it, and then we're going to try and get some sort of top hat. Now the idea of the hashtag week is to be adventurous. So again, it's your interpretations of a top hat. It can be coloured, it can be multiple shapes. It's just something that looks like a top hat. And I'm not going to go through the hassle of hollowing the whole thing out. I'm just going to do enough to, excuse me, to hold it in the chuck, because we're going to be running out of time. If not, I spent time doing that. But if you want to hollow yours out, then obviously hollow yours out. I might hollow it out later on, but at the moment I'm not going to hollow it out. So what I'm going to do is put it between centres, and then I'm going to turn a tenon on one end, so that we can hold it into the chuck. Because I
turn it into a pot.
Yeah, you could do turn it into a pot. Because as you know, as you guys know, I prefer holding it in a chuck than I do turning between centres. So, so come back on camera. So it's quite
Brian
a chunk.
Said, "Thank you. It's very creative and inspiring. Can you do me a favour?
Depends what it is.
Can you just have a quick look at the chat and see if I need to delete?"
Where's that come in? Is that a troll come in?
Someone's put bot. So what do you recommend I do? Do you report, remove?
Report. Because if you report them, that will delete them and send it to. That one there, Brittany.
Yeah,
Colleen.
done it.
Yeah.
Done it. Gone.
Right. So there's not as many as there used to be. There used to be loads of them at one time, but.
Thank you, everybody. I did see it. I weren't quite sure, but.
Right. So what we'll do is we'll get this turned, rough it round, and then I don't know how this bark is going to hold up. There's quite a few splits in it, but like I say, it's only a bit of a fun project. The idea of the hashtag weeks is so there's a project where you should have a bit of wood laying around to play with. So turn the lathe down, speed up a little bit, just round it, and then we'll see what shape we get. If we get chance or we get time, I might colour it, but we'll see what we get. Actually, I'm going to use a bowl gouge on that.
What time are we going on next Saturday?
Hey?
What time are we going next Saturday?
What time are we going on next Saturday?
What time are we going next Saturday?
Oh, I don't know. Hey, what about it?
Something to look forward to, hey? Steve Fleming's on.
Hi, Steve. How you doing?
Thanks, Glyn and Terry. What do they get out of doing that, though?
Well, they're hoping people are going to click on, because most of them are all porn sites, and they hope you're going to click on them to get over to the sites.
You do attract some people, don't you?
So I'm using a 3/4 bowl gouge just to clean this up. A little bit more by the feels of that. Let's have a look at that. Look at the nice shavings come off of that. Look. Oh, nice. Oh, she is really cracky. But that'll do for today. That'll do.
You better do a better one for the collaboration.
Collaboration? What collaboration?
When you do all the pictures of them.
I don't normally put mine in.
That's just a cop out.
No, it's not. It's not about me. It's about the people who take part. Oh, that is really nasty cracked. Really, really nasty cracked. Could be a Mad Hatter's hat, the way we're going. Right, so let's put a tenon on that end.
It's a Mad Hatter that's making it.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Glyn put a shoe there chasing Nicky. Douglas said they're a right pain in the bottom. Radar wood turners on.
Hi, Radar.
Keith Jarvis said, sorry, Steve and Nicky, but I have to go and meet the kids for dinner. We'll catch up later. Take care.
See you later, Keith. Thanks for
Enjoy,
coming over, mate.
Keith. Thank you.
Right, so tenon on the end there, so we can hold it in our chuck. So we'll get that moved. Should have put a smock on, really. Bit late now.
Right, Brian Gordy said, I follow you on, I think it means IG, Instagram.
Yep.
And I've set the notification to see you're live, but for some reason I still don't get notified.
Have you set the notifications on YouTube to get the notifications?
So that's what
That's what?
Boys the Boy said. On YouTube you can see anyone that is on live. Todd said he didn't get notified today either.
Strange. You mean if you've hit the bell, you should be notified? That's why I always put the banner up a few minutes before we go live, because that gives.
Purpose and said he needs to go before he turns into a pumpkin.
See you later, Sid. Thanks for coming over, mate. Have a good evening, night, whatever you want to call it.
Yes, I think it's perhaps you need to go on YouTube to get the notifications rather than Instagram.
Yeah, when you subscribe to the channel, you should hit the bell as well, and that will notify you then. I'm just going to take a bit of this down. Right, so this is going to be our rim of our hat.
Glyn said, do you know what sent the hatters mad? 'Twas the glue that they used to stick the felt.
So take this down now.
Brian said he's going to give it a go.
So just share cut
Glyn
this.
said, seriously, it was.
Sorry?
Seriously, it was.
Seriously, it was. We believe you, Glenn.
I say, do you ever know anything that comes out of his mouth as being serious? Oh, I think you're done yet.
Boring you, am I? So I'm going to put a little band around this one like I did the other one. Just for a bit of character. So just put a little parting tool in there, just to give me some definition lines. Then we'll take this side out, pass down a little bit, just beside the line. I'm going to put a little bit of a dip in there, so it looks like it's coming in before it comes out again. Does that make sense?
Terry's asked if you're going to holler it out. Oh, God, another one.
I wasn't going to, but I could do if we get time.
High radar.
I don't think the bit of wood's good enough to hollow out, to be perfectly honest, but we'll have a look at it when I stop it. There's a lot of cracks in it, and I mean a lot of cracks in it. Look at the cracks in it. Look at the cracks in it. Look. That ain't good enough to hollow out, but it's good enough to get a shape to have a bit of fun with. So, top of the hat, I'm going to part here somewhere. Put a definition line in there. So we need to just take out that little bit below our band. So I'm going to use a spindle gouge for that. Just take that into there a little bit. Little share cut, just to smooth that off. And what we'll do is when we sand that, we'll just take the sharp edges off of that. So I just need to put a bit of a round on this. Oops, not like that though. Always helps if you take your tool away when you move it. So that's our shape, so get a bit rid of this because we've got to sand that. So I'm going to remove some of this now, get this out of the way because we don't need that in the way. What's the matter?
That's loud. Doug Miller at Wood Spanner Rounds on.
Hi, Doug.
And Dr. Bob said you can sure tell that you've not had or worn a top hat.
I'm just going to put a part line down there, a little bit further. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this tower stock away and get rid of that top end so that we can finish the whole top all in one go. Throw that in the bin. So that's our Just clean that with a spindle gouge. Spindle tool rest, I need to sort that out.
Ben said, I don't think Steve's the type of guy that wears a top hat, more a bowler hat, I would have thought.
I wouldn't say any of them, to be honest, either of them.
GTD Blair said, be a trendsetter. Let's start all wearing them and have people asking questions.
Yeah.
And Dr. Bob said, your top hat is from Disney's. Yeah, it is.
It is from Disney, that's where I got it from, Mad Hatters. Like I said, it's your interpretation. It's about having a bit of fun. The hashtag weeks is about having fun, making it entertaining. You know what I mean?
Just so anyone can have a go.
Yeah, it's about getting in the workshop.
A bit of wood. It hasn't got to be an expensive piece of wood.
As you can see, hasn't got to be the best bit of wood.
It's just what you can do with it.
Exactly. So I'm just going to put a little tiny burn line. Actually, I'm going to just clean that up a little tiny bit in there because there's a little bit of a
burny.
It's a little tiny hump in there. So I'm just going to clean up with the parting tool. Just give me a nice crisp corner, really. So I'm just going to put a burn line in there just so the colours don't bleed into each other.
The Mad Hat had a number on his hat, though, didn't he?
He did. What number was it, Nick?
I don't know. I got a clue without looking. And you wouldn't know without looking.
No, I wouldn't. You're right. Right, so let's get it sanded.
Ben, he gave his to Mark Lowell. Said Roy, and Terry said, "Hey Blair, we could be the top hat turners."
Top hat turners.
Tipsy said, "Love it." That would be brilliant. Chris does put a flat cap, Steve. No, he's more of a woolly hat for work. That's it.
Beanie, keep my head warm.
Don't even wear a baseball cap, do you, mate?
No.
Peaky Blinders type hat. Yeah, Colin said it's the Ace of Spades he had on his hat.
I bet Colin's just looked that up.
I thought he had a thing like a sense.
He had a card tucked in the rim, didn't he? Card tucked in the band. Nick's now checking out.
I am.
I think Colin's right. I think that was a card tucked in the band of the hat.
It weren't the Ace of Spades. It had the price on it. Like, no, it had in this style 10x-6.
10 and 6.
Slash.
10 and 6, that is, Nick. Oh, that's old school money. Terry knows all about that. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is just put a bead line down the back of that. So we can get down there a little bit deeper.
Yeah, in this style 10 and 6. Norman Greenwell said 7-6. Lara said, are you going to put some embellishing wax in those cracks?
I'm going to put something in them, Dara. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to put in them yet, but...
Dr. Bob put, get with it. Give Nikki a thumbs up. She definitely deserves it. Dara said, beanie all the way. Chris said it was a price tag. Don't know how much. Yeah, it was 10 and 6. Woodbridge Bacon said, I'm a beanie chap too. Not got any hair to keep me warm, lol. Bailey Woodworks is on.
Hi, Bailey. How you doing?
Said, isn't that the size? The 10-6.
So I'm just going to quickly sand this up to 400. Like we say all along, the hashtag week is about just getting you in the workshop, having a go at something different. I mean, it's not going to be the best project in the world, but it's a bit of fun. And that's what turning's all about, having fun. So last one, 400 grit. As you can see from this bit of wood, hasn't got to be the best bit of wood in the world. Bit of old pine, bit of CLS, bit of fence post, whatever you want. As long as it's not treated, obviously. Alright, so that's up to 400 grit. Move that out of the way. So now we're going to do black on the hat. Turn the extraction off. So black on the hat, and I think I'm going to do this band yellow, I think. So I'm going to use a paintbrush, get a small pot. So I'm going to put some black paint in it. So I find these little tiny shot things that you can buy for about £1 for a pack of them at Tesco's or wherever, absolutely brilliant for this sort of stuff, because you can either wash them out or you can just throw them away.
What are they?
Sorry?
What are you saying?
Well, if you was watching, you'd learn. Sit there on your phone.
It's Jim, my friend.
You ain't got none, don't lie to yourself. Were you messaging your own iPad? Right.
No, that's rubbish.
So, just put a little bit of black in there, and then we'll paint the hat black. Get a brush. Get a decent sized brush. If I can find one. Where's my brushes gone? Ain't very good on either. That'll do, though. Put a board on so we don't get black paint everywhere. I don't want all over my wall.
Kenny Hearn said my CB handle is Mad Hatter, and Mad Hatter Graphics used to be my business name.
Yeah. Just gradually fill this up.
Door 60's on.
Right, door.
I've done radar. I've done my potatoes and my parsnips and my broccoli. I've just got to do my carrots, but I can't be bothered at the minute. TF Turning's on.
Good afternoon. So hopefully with the burn line, that should stop it bleeding into the band. Don't always work.
Always the boy said not got any colours.
Who hasn't?
Don't know. Perhaps he hasn't.
Got no excuse, Roy. You got blooming boys in March.
Woodturning by Barry said catch the end later. Take care, everyone.
See you
Bye,
later, Barry. So
that's
the
where
end
you
grain.
got some, weren't it, from boys?
No.
Oh no, you didn't get what you wanted out of there, did
No,
you?
they didn't have what I wanted. So the end grain's going to really soak it up. So I may want a couple of coats on the end grain. Don't got to use intrinsics. You do any colour you want. You can use acrylic paints. Places like Boys, The Range, Poundland, all those sort of places do quite a lot of acrylic colours. So, you mean for a couple of quid, you can buy some sets that you can use over and over again.
Dr. Bob said it's not the turning that makes your channel, it's the internal banter that you two promote around excellent turning.
See, in-house entertainment. Yes, it's about right.
Roy said he was in there the other day. They didn't have any. Sort of near the till, weren't they, Steve?
They do. They had loads in the art centre. They got an art bit round the back, didn't they? Kiddies colours. You know what I mean? The colours. But they did have a section near the till that Had quite a few
Were they not for the what's that stuff you used to do?
Airfix.
That's it.
But even places like Wilkinson's and all that.
Hobby Craft.
Yeah, I don't think there's one of them in March, is there?
No, no.
Oh, I've got black stain all over my t-shirt now. So we've got some dark bits in there, so we'll just chuck some in them dark bits, hopefully, to so it doesn't look so bad.
You have to have a ride over to the range.
Range is good. I like the range.
Is it one in Peterborough?
Don't know, I need to get that metallic blue from somewhere.
Yeah, we've looked online. You can't even get it offline. So I think Brian was telling you. Unless he bought the set.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, because they did it in the set, didn't they? I don't want the set now because I've got all the others. So you can fill these cracks up. I could spend a bit of time and just fill them up with black super glue. But it's a fun project. So they will, it's going to be one of those projects where you make it and then you're either going to just stick it on the counter until you get fed up and keep moving it.
Ruby said a little wood filler would eliminate the cracks.
Yeah, it would, Ruby. It would. I mean, I could, like I said, either like Ruby said, put a little bit of filler and just paint them, or you could, I could fill them with black Starbond. But to be honest, if it was a project I was going to keep, then I would spend a bit of time on it. But
Woodworm Paul's on. He said he's got a question. Can you get gold watercolor paint?
gold watercolor. Good question, that is, Paul. I'm not 100% sure, mate, to be perfectly honest. I have a gold that my girls bought me for Christmas one year. I think that's a solvent. I'm not sure. Whereas there is this one. I'm not sure. I think that is a solvent. Can you just read what it says on the back there, Nick, please?
Oh, Jesus.
You can call me Steve.
It says multiple surface alcohol
Oh,
ink,
yeah, so it is alcohol.
super opaque, permanent, acid-free, dilute with something extender, clean with pinata cleanup.
Yeah, so it is a solvent
It's
based
called
then.
pinata.
Yeah. It's good stuff. Really, really good stuff. I'm just gonna quickly dollop a load in these. Hopefully that'll make them a little less visible. That'll do. Pour the rest of that back in the bottle. Let's just quickly wash my brush out.
You actually got some water today.
Yeah, because I was wet and drying that bit of wood, wasn't I? Right, so let that dry. Just be careful when you've obviously done that because you've put the wood in the grain, or let it soak in, and then if you start to lathe up, it's just going to throw it everywhere, isn't it? So just be careful. I've now got some over my white bits.
Benjamin's haunted again. You can see that witch.
Which witch?
The witch over the corner.
Oh, this one.
There
There you go. There you go, Ben, just for you.
oh my god, I can see that damn witch. That's so funny. Ivy said, how much do you think is going on the wall, Steve's shirt, when he turns the lathe on?
None, hopefully.
Brian said Gordy said you could make a smaller version of this top hat and hollow it out for a pen holder to sit on a desk. And of course, that is presuming someone still uses a pen in this world today.
I did do a little one yesterday, a little tiny one, which just needs hollowing out. Yeah, people still use pens, don't they, Shirley?
Roy said, have you seen a lot of pound stretchers are closing down? The one near me is today.
All right. Used to be a big
Right.
thing.
Colin's got a question because he's talking about his pen molds. He said, could he use a hot glue gun to stick pieces of chopping board together to make a mold?
I wouldn't, because resin gets hot as it cures, and it may separate the glue. Personally, I would drill and screw it. Because it's plastic, you haven't got to thread it out. I threaded mine out, but if you got some decent self-tapping screws, then they would cut their own thread. But that's me personally. That's, you do how you want, Colin, but I wouldn't go for hot glue because resin obviously generates heat. And the resin I use on a good pour, it gets up to nearly 200 degrees, so it may well pop the glue. So just give a little bit of honey on here, just to fingers and all with the pen blanks. You need to be able to take them apart sometimes, Colin, to get your blanks out. Because sometimes, especially if you're doing hybrid blanks, the resin won't shrink, so they'll still be tight inside the blank. So you just need to pop them open to get the blank out. Right, it's a little bit of honey.
Spirit Wind with Stone and Bones on.
Hi Heather, how you doing? Thanks for coming over. Good to see you. So that's our basic shape, colour. Just going to let that dry a little bit, because obviously where I put the colour in those cracks, that's a bit wet. So we'll just dry off with the hot air gun, really. So like always, we'll run this for 2 weeks. And anybody who wants to, they can send me their pictures of their top hats. And then I'll do a montage. What's 2 weeks from this weekend, Nick, please?
The 20th.
So on the 20th of this month, if you can, so the Friday before that would be the 18th. So if you can get your pictures over to me by the 18th of this month, then that gives me a chance to do the video, edit it, and get it up ready for the Sunday lunchtime live. And then we'll show off everybody's work, as always.
Tipsy's got a question. He said, is that 200 Fahrenheit or Celsius?
Celsius, I believe. Oh, hang on. No, it might be Fahrenheit. UK's Fahrenheit, isn't it? Are we Fahrenheit or are we Celsius?
Don't know.
Don't know. You tax me now. Hang on. I'll look at my temperature gauge. Celsius. 200 Celsius. So unfortunately, we've got a little bit of bleed in there where it came through with that crack. But I'm just trying to dry this off so I don't get black stain fly everywhere when I turn the lathe on.
Because that would be funny.
That would be bad, yes. So I'm just gonna get a bit of tissue and put over that when I start that up. Just Scotch Brite that now, I think, just to denib it. Just get a bit of sand and sealer on it. I'm going to use spray sand and sealer on it. I'm just going to spray some spray sand and sealer on this, just to seal it more than anything. I'm not going to wax it because obviously the wax will all be in the. Just turn it on low. That way it'll be easier. But with the sand and sealer, give it a couple of coats of sand and sealer, we should be able to get a bit of a shine on it. Just drop off a hot air gun. What's going on in the chat there, anything?
Not really. Mick D's has got to go because he's got to take some wood to his mate.
See you later, Mick. Thanks for coming over. So we'll just give that another coat of sand and sealer.
Wood Dude said, sorry I missed a lot here. What's the top hat hashtag thingy?
Right, the hashtag, we do a hashtag every month. And what it is basically your interpretation of whatever we suggest the hashtag is. Last month was garden dibber. This month is top hat. So again, it's your interpretation of a top hat. It can be just plain top hat like this, or it can be something nice and coloured and flash. I'm not going to hollow this out. The reason being is because the piece of wood's really manky. But if you want to hollow it out, then you can hollow it out, or you could do a top hat, which is like someone suggested, a pen pot or a plant pot. Something different. It's all about getting you in the workshop and having a go. So it's your interpretation of a top hat. And then what we'll do is, in 2 weeks' time, which I believe Nick said is the 20th, if anybody who wants to can send me the pictures of their turn top hat, and I will then do a montage and show them all off on that on the Sunday, the 20th, lunchtime live, like we always do. And then what I do then is, if everybody's happy with that, I then chuck it up on YouTube so the whole world can see what people have contributed to. And it's just about having a bit of fun, getting you in the workshop to try and do something different than what you normally would. We can all turn bowls, we can all turn vases, pens, this, that, and the other, but it's something nice just to have a go at something totally different, which is what the hashtag week is all about. So I'm just...
Diddley61's got to go, and so is Tipsy Turner.
See you later. Thanks for coming over, folks.
Lewis Klondike Craftsman's on.
All right, Lewis, how you doing, bud? So don't forget, folks, if you want to be in there for a chance to win on the giveaway for I'll show you in a minute. Some of the buddy stuff that's not even out, not even been launched yet. Then I will show you what's up for grabs. Don't know if you can see it. No, you can't see it while I'm sat there. So I'll just dry this off quickly. So because I hit 3,000 subs, I'm doing a giveaway. So what we're giving away is, as you may or may not all know, that I do the, oh look, got loads of sand and sealer on the end of that. I do the Chuck Buddies. So what I'm doing for a 3,000 giveaway is, there's only 3 people in the whole world who have these. There's myself, Brian at Woodturning, and Lewis at Quandrite Craftsman. So what I'm doing is jaw holder, which is the top one, which is magnetic. So anybody with steel jaws will be able to wall mount them or shelf mount them, however you want to do it. Unfortunately, they don't work with the Axminster jaws because they're stainless steel, but they work with any other jaws. So you've got the jaw holder, which will take up to 4-inch jaws. The face plate ring, which is that one there, which you can't really see. Face plate ring. and then any chuck buddy of your size, whatever you require for your chuck. I do M33, inch by 8, inch and a quarter by 8, 3/4 by 16, inch and a half by 6, and inch and a half by 8 thread. So all those are available. So I'm giving 3 sets of these away. The person who comes out the hat first, the first prize, I will be chucking some other stuff in from the buddy range that won't be launched until later on in the year. So there's a chance to win some stuff that's not even out yet.
But yeah, they don't hold axe mints doing it.
They don't hold axe minster chucks because axe minster chucks are stainless steel, and obviously a stainless steel is not magnetic. But they will hold any other chuck, and like I say, they hold jaws up to 4-inch. The faceplate holder is designed to take a 4-inch faceplate ring. You know, I mean, I've been using mine for a long time. Brian has as well. I sent some over to Lewis the other week. I don't know if Lewis has had a chance to use them yet, but they are fairly hard wearing and durable, and they make your place looking nice and tidy. I mean, I've got mine on the wall. Let's turn these lights off. I've got mine up there, and as you can see, they're out of the way. They're easy to get to. The jaw holders, the faceplate rings. These are the range I'm bringing out later on in the year, but they're not going to be available until later on in the year. But like I say, I will be chucking other stuff in on first prize. So you never know. To enter, what you need to do is go over. Nick's now going to chuck the link in for last Sunday's live. What you need to do is go over to last Sunday's live, and in the comments, leave the comment hashtag buddy range. And once we've got that, what we will do is we will draw 3 winners from that next Sunday. And I'll ship them anywhere in the world. So it doesn't matter where in the world you are, I will ship them anywhere in the world. So I'm just going to burnish this off. And like I say, get a little bit of a sheen on this because of the sand and sealer.
John Scarpa's on as well.
All right, John, how you doing? Right, so that's the top hat done. We just got a part here now, really. Like I say, I'm not going to wax it because there's that many cracks in it. I'll just fill the cracks full of wax. So I'm just going to part it off. See if I can make it a 2 for 2. Actually, I'll take my gloves off. There we go. Just clean the bottom up and we are finished. Get that out of the way. Throw that in the bin. So to get the pictures over to me, you could send them an email. Would be the best. What do I do with that? Do free.
skkrafts@btinternet.com.
Yep. Just chuck it in the chat, can you?
I have to.
Oh, I have to. Oh, I have to. So just sand that bottom up quickly. Chuck key.
That's the best way to send them, innit, to your email.
Yeah, I struggle. I struggle getting some of the picture quality is not very good on Messenger and Instagram, so it's easy to email the pictures over to me. At least I know I've got good quality pictures in. Extraction on. That'll do. not going to sand it too high. So that in there, that in there, that in there. Put this away quickly. And I think we are there.
Ruby said, nice idea on the drawer and plate holder.
Oh, thank you, Ruby. Yeah, I just think it nice, keeps it nice and tidy, nice and neat. So, top hat. Let's bring it on the other camera. Turn these lights off. So there we go. That's my interpretation of a top hat. Did that one earlier, which looks more like a cartoon Tom and Jerry hat. That one with the little tiny rim on it. But this one's got a bit bigger rim on it. Done a yellow band. Like I say, it's your interpretation of the top hat. Like I say, you could make it as a plant pot. You could do it that way and do it as a pen pot. You could do it that way and make it as a pen pot. However you want to do it. You could colour it whatever colour you wanted. You could leave it natural. Total choice is yours, and it's all about having a go. That's what it's all about. So, my interpretation of a top hat. Shame about the cracks, but is what it is. Like I say, you couldn't really see it underneath the bark, but I just quickly grabbed it from underneath the bench. But we'll see, that might crack even more now it's been turned. But like I say, that's my interpretation of top hat. Hashtag top hat week. Have a go. Like I say, if you want to, send your pictures over and then we'll stick them into a montage. So if you can get your pictures over to me before the 18th of this month, very much appreciated. And have a go. It's all about having a go. Just get a piece of scrap wood and have a go. So other than that, I think we're there.
Again, really.
Show the vase. Oh yeah. So this is the vase we finished. Nick's vase, all done. The only thing I've got to do now, so I just got to put a bit of black Hampshire sheen embellishing wax on the bottom, then just put a bit of sand and sealer on it, and that's all finished. So there's the vase, sanded up to 2500 grit with wet and dry, and then finished off to give us our nice high gloss finish. Very nice. I like that. Really do like that. Actually, I think I like that one more than the yellow one I did. I do like reds though. Reds are nice. I might do a blue one next. That would be quite cool. Can you place the witch with the top hat? You want the witch on the top hat? Top hat on the witch? Like that, Ben? Top hat on the witch like that?
Radar said looks great.
Thank you. Thank you very much, folks. It's very much appreciated. I think that's it, actually. Brian's on tomorrow twice. Terry's on holiday again. So
that's why there's no link.
Yeah, Brian is doing lunchtime. I don't know if Brian's already done the. Has Brian already done?
Links, no.
Right. So Brian's on at lunchtime tomorrow, 1 o'clock, and then he's on again tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. I don't know who's on Tuesday because I lose contact. I don't know if it's Keith or I think it's Keith or Andy who's on Tuesdays. Wednesday be Wayne. I don't know about lunchtimes. Wednesday's Wayne. Thursday's Brian again. Excuse me. And then Thursday's Brian. Thursday night, I'm not sure. Scott sometimes. Wayne sometimes. Don't know. Depends what takes their fancy. Friday, then we've got lunchtime. We've got Wayne again. Then we're back with a very special live Friday night. Special guest airworm for this month. But we have two special guests in. We have Pat Carroll and Andrew Hoare. Both absolutely geniuses on the lathe. Both really nice people. Really looking forward to getting those guys in, having a chat. And we're going to be talking about, they've got Meet the Woodturner coming up the following weekend, the 19th and 20th. So we're really going to be talking about Meet the Woodturner and trying to, get people involved in that to push that over. So come over and check us out Friday. Saturday, Wayne again. And Sunday, we'll be back for our Sunday lunchtime live again. So come and join us.
Maybe.
We will.
You will. Maybe.
Yeah. We will. Right, so.
Maybe I will. Maybe I won't.
Maybe
I may be washing my hair. I may be too
drunk.
drunk.
You ain't got no hair, it's a wig.
I may be too drunk.
I doubt it.
I may be hanging.
Yeah, right.
One can hope, can't I?
Right, so anyway, thank you very much for coming and joining us. As always, your support is overwhelming. Don't forget to go over and enter the last week's competition or last week's giveaway for a chance to win some of these. You won't get the boards. You don't want the
Lara
bit of
said
board.
she thought Pete was filling in for Terry.
Not this Monday, the following Monday, Dara. Brian's doing this Monday. Pete's doing the following Monday, I believe. So if you for a chance to win these, go over to last week's Sunday Lunchtime Live, leave in their hashtag buddy range, hashtag buddy range, for a chance to be entered in to win a set of these. And like I say, for the first one out of the draw, I will be chucking in some of the other stuff as well. So, but I'm not going to tell you what it is until we draw it. So we will be drawing that next Sunday. So make sure you come back if you've entered to see if you're a winner. You never know your luck. You can't, if you're not in it, you can't win it, as they say. So go over and chuck it in. It's free. It's not going to cost you a penny. Go over and leave a comment. It's not going to cost you a penny. And like I say, then within a chance to win some of the buddy range. And if you're a turner, then I think you'd be able to make use of these quite well. So anyway, with that, we're going to go.
Got some lovely comments. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, everybody, for your yeah, and that. Thanks for your comments. Have a great week. I will see you sometime during the week, most probably in Brian's live tomorrow night. So other than that, I'll see you later on. So take care. Speak to you soon. And bye for now. Bye.
That's all, folks.